so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out.
Well, we just ended. Well, the world just ended June 19th. Was it Juneteenth? Juneteenth. It was on the 17th or 19th, whatever. But ended the Juneteenth celebration, and already we can't even have a day. Right. And I'm not talking about us because we don't celebrate it. Right. But our people can't have a day without the hatred. So roll this clip. Live hatred. Roll this clip. Roll this clip.
Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy. They got a clip, but it's a video. It's a video. Yeah, play the video.
Roads for the most ratchet holiday in America.
Hold up. Blow it up. Can you blow it up so we can see her shirt? This is why I wanted to play the video. And you know, they don't do anything by happenstance, I think is how it's said. When you see the shirt, well, if you can't enlarge it, just put it back up. Just put it back up.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, put that up.
Point.
What does it say? Put it up so the people can see.
Lord of mercy.
I want them to be able to see it before I say anything.
Victimization.
All right, stop. Well, they can't see it. They can't see it because you got to take disclaimer down for a sec.
They just pause it.
There you go. Yeah, I can't read.
What's it say?
Don't be weak and gay.
Don't be weak and gay. Don't be weak
and gay, bro.
And gay. All right. Now, with the American flag, right?
Yeah.
That, by the way, promotes
homosexuality to the extreme.
All right, now go back and play it from the beginning. I want y'all to see her shirt that she rocking while she goes on this spiel.
Reparations from slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most ratchet holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, finally, get the fuck out.
That's Northern Kingdom.
Hey, you know, it could be, you know, could be a week, could be a tear.
Hey, you know what's funny to me? Nobody has a problem when everybody gets the Holocaust shoved down their throat.
Right.
Nobody has a problem with that.
Nope.
Nobody has a problem when Cinco de Mayo is shoved down everybody's throat.
9/11.
Nobody has a problem with 9/11 is shoved down. Pearl Harbor. Ain't nobody said a word about Pearl Harbor ever. But whenever it's something dealing with the Israelites, it's our history. Now it's a problem. Now it's ratchet. Now it's why we got to have this shoved down our throats and all this other stuff. It's that hatred that they got. The other nations hate us.
Yeah.
They hate us.
Hey, give Wisdom Solomon 5:1. The crazy thing is, if she is Northern Kingdom, and I don't know if she is, but if she is Northern Kingdom, they began to suffer this before we did. Right. And a lot of Northern Kingdom don't even know that about their own history.
There you go.
Wisdom Solomon 5:1.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
That's what you see us doing.
Right.
That's what you see in the purple and gold all over the earth doing. Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
That's what you see right there. That rant, making no account of the labors of our forefathers.
Right.
And what we still go through today. I was just talking to officer. I said, you know, I'm looking at wages, and I said, wages really haven't changed in like 10 years. Seriously, I'm looking at wages, and they haven't changed. And then I was reading the article. You would probably know a lot about this, Cap, but the school teachers in Florida being around the least paid in all America, but yet the cost of living in Florida has skyrocketed in the last 5 years.
100%. I think the average teacher, I think it's like 38,000. They had to make it a law for the teachers to make 40. I think they raised it up to like $42 The lowest paid teacher supposed to make 42. Meanwhile, the average house is like $350,000.
Right,
You do the math on that.
Right.
When a school teacher can't afford to buy a house, you in an upside down community.
Teachers should make like at least 85.
You got to
at least.
If it meant something. That's if it meant something. But in society today, they don't care.
So that's a low wage occupation in Florida.
Ain't no way you going to school spending 4 years to go to school to teach.
Right.
Ain't no way. That's why they open it up to so many different people now. They let veterans come in.
Right.
Anybody that got any type of, they like, hey, come teach.
Yep.
Because ain't nobody. It ain't the same profession it used to be.
Damn.
Yep. Being a teacher, you gonna be living check to check every month for the rest of your life.
Hey, and you know that's crazy because that shows you how. Hey, get that in Ecclesiastes 10:7, how things is upside down because teaching used to be an honorable profession.
Right.
I got family members of my grandmother was a teacher, and then my father used to work on the school board. I had other members of my families that were teachers, and that used to be an honorable profession. I remember. This is going back. Yeah, I had black male teachers.
Wow.
Yep. That's
and it wasn't PE?
No. Now, they was PE, but I'm talking about math teacher and history teacher.
I had some black teachers growing up.
I had
male teachers.
One male teacher. He got fired. He was a pastor.
Damn.
He was trying to, you know how you try to be a father figure?
Right.
He was trying to be a father figure to the ratchet black woman.
Right.
And they made a false accusation against him and got him fired.
It's crazy. When I was growing up, the teachers that we had, they actually cared way more than they do now.
Yep.
Right.
And I remember a teacher had to check me back in the day because I was going to a different school and I said something that they didn't like.
Right.
And she checked me. And then when I got to that new school, I was like, yeah, they don't give a damn.
Right. It was a different world over there. You like, dang, this ain't like my last school.
They wanted you to come there to play sports. That was the main thing. They didn't give a damn about grades.
Yep. There you go. What verse they getting for you?
Ecclesiastes 10.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter.
Whoa. Who was that? Put the camera on this brother. Who is this, man? What's your name, man?
Soldier Jonathan.
Soldier Jonathan.
Sorry, Christ bless.
How was your week, man?
My week been good, Cap.
Brother came from behind the scenes. He don't know where to look. Y'all look at the camera.
He set up the camera, don't know where it's at.
Oh, praise. Go ahead, read that verse.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. He that diggeth a pit.
I want 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
I wasn't looking at it. I think it's 6 on one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 7.
10 and 6.
Oh, 10 and 6.
Yep. Verse 6 and 7.
Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Right.
That's the part I want. Folly. Because you look at the entertainers today.
Yep.
Now, you have school teachers that can barely afford to be a teacher and not have to work another full-time job to make a living, right?
Yep.
So how are they gonna be able to actually do what they've been hired to do if they got to worry about going and working another job?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the kids that drop out of school can end up making way more.
Yep.
Look at the athletes in the school now with the NIL deals.
Yep.
What good athlete gonna sit there and actually listen to the teacher nowadays? Like, you're not even gonna have student athletes anymore. They're gonna be students or athletes.
Right.
This is how you know. I gotta send y'all this video.
Okay.
This is how you know America is about to be gone.
Finished.
Deacon Ithon always talks about the age of decadence.
The age of decadence.
The age of decadence. We seeing that now. To now, when you feel like you got to pay teenage kids that are in high school
Crazy money.
like this ain't LeBron James. I'm talking about your average Joe that's gonna get a scholarship. A lot of kids get scholarships to go to college, but now you telling me that they worthy to get paid? That's letting you know that they have to dumb down the society all the way down to teenagers. They don't even want you to think at the teenage level.
Right.
That's letting you know, well, guess what? When they get older, this society is finished. You raising a slave community. Because everybody's mind gone. They just stuck on entertainment. You got no critical thinkers. You got nothing. All that's going to be gone. No hard workers, nothing. Everybody want to just watch TV, TikTok, and all that.
And in today's society, if you're a critical thinker, you are labeled as a extremist.
There you go.
You're labeled as an outlaw. Anything that you say, they got that fancy, a famous little meme where everybody going this way, and you got that one person that want to go to the right. Yep. That's how they look at those who are critical thinkers, and they challenge the norm. Yep. They look at us like, what the hell wrong with you?
There you go. Hold on, I'm finna send y'all this link. This movie is showing you what's coming to America. This place is about to go. Let's see right here, LDR, because you hit a great point. When teachers make less than the truck, the brother that's driving the truck on the for the trash. Not saying it ain't a good job and ain't important, but that's the issue,
right?
Because guess what? That teacher is going to influence the man that can build the next garbage truck,
right?
Or they can set up the business. All these different things. It's an issue.
You got the video?
Yep, they got play on it. It's a YouTube link. Should be able to play it. This is showing you what's coming to America. This is Revelation 18 right before your eyes. Go ahead. All right.
When does an empire die? Does it collapse in one terrible moment? No. But there comes a time when its people no longer believe in it.
Don't let the now destroy the forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome.
Is this society, is this way we're living, the only one that's available to us?
We are taking our city back.
And when we ask these questions, when there's a dialogue about them, that basically is a utopia.
All right, so you can take that off. I want to play the very first part again. I wanted to hear what y'all. I want y'all to hear what he said in the very beginning. Go ahead, press play. Listen good.
When does an empire die?
All right, take it off. Damn. When does an empire die? And look what they put behind it. So what they put behind it. Go to Revelation 17 real quick. When does an empire die? They put these movies out so y'all can see what's going to happen. They understand that America is about to burn. It's almost time. Y'all got that?
17:5.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Mystery, Babylon the Great. America. That is America. Read.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So, like it's saying, and when you watch it, they're going back to the things that they used to do. Rome, giving homage to that. It was a wound. What it says? It says a wound, and it lived. Give me that. What's that?
Yeah. It's 13.
Revelation 13 and verse. What do I want? I want better
Verse 12.
wound and lived.
Verse 12.
Yep, read that. Verse 12.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12.
Because it had modern technology, but they were doing the things of ancient old times. Just like today. Football is all new, wrestling, track, all these things. The Olympics still going on from way back then. Go ahead.
And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast.
All the power of the first beast, read.
Before him. And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
You see that? Whose deadly wound was healed. Going into Rome. Rome fell, but they healed it. They made that's why they call America a more perfect or better union.
Yeah.
That's what they said when they created this thing. They like, we got it down, pack not. We're going to let everybody do whatever they want. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Everybody's just happy. unless you say something about the truth. When you speak the truth, now all of a sudden you a rebel. Like you said, who said that about being an extremist? Hitler has said that. When you speak truth, now you are labeled an extremist. But this is showing you the parallel between ancient Rome and America. And just like every other empire, it fell. America will not be exempt.
You know what that also shows you? Like he was bringing out with the scripture a while ago. Anytime it's a doomsday, they always got a Statue of Liberty. New York is one state out of the whole nation, but everything's always focused on that, showing you that's the mother of harlots right there.
Always.
Because they got the bombs dropping in the background. What's that? You got the eagle up there. And then they make sure to give you the headshot. They had the other one that came out earlier, Civil War. They got the Statue of Liberty right there. I'm like, you got 50 some odd states. Why is it always focused there? Because they know that's a devil's seat right there.
Always. It's always New York. They always show you the Statue of Liberty. That lets you know exactly, oh, this Babylon. Okay.
Right.
Because they pictures speak images speak to you, whether you want to believe it or not. You dumb Negroes out there that don't believe in images. Meanwhile, you watching TV and you watching this.
So you don't believe in images, but going back to that, what we were just watching, she had a shirt on with the American flag.
There you go.
They said don't be gay, weak and gay, right? And who's she going after?
Right.
The black man. Right. So that shows you who the attack is against, and you know, read into what she had on her shirt. Get that in Revelation 12 and 10 right now, since we in Revelation, because we got to show our people who the righteous and who the wicked of the earth are.
Right.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard
read 9 and 10 together.
Verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world. Who deceived the whole world? Who gave you white images of Jesus when there's no such thing as a white Jesus?
Right.
Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Go ahead.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ.
Go ahead.
For the accuser of our brethren.
That's the part I wanted.
There you go.
So she's got that shirt on. Then she's making this rant against black people. The accuser of our brethren
is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night.
So they must pay. They must pay. Right. Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord. What was the second? What we got next? What's next? What's next in the line?
Hey, pull up the next article video. You right over there, bro? You right over there? Get a little excited about that scripture.
Yeah,
all right, that's what it is.
Who putting that pressure on him?
Okay. What we got here?
Juneteenth.
Is that the second one?
Yep.
Okay.
Think so.
As our nation marks Juneteenth today, we're getting live pictures of some of the celebrations happening across the country. There on the left, that's Milwaukee, Texas on the right. And there's Opal Lee. She's known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, and she's participating in an event there in Fort Worth, Texas. Now, Juneteenth marks the day in 1865 troops finally brought news to Galveston, Texas, that slaves across the country were free. And it came more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. Our own Tremaine Lee recently traveled to Galveston, where the fight for equality is still ongoing more than a century and a half later. And the latest front is gentrification. And Tremaine Lee is here with us now. What an opportunity to explore really the roots of this day and to learn where we are today.
That's right. I went down. The descendants of some of those folks who celebrated those earliest Juneteenth celebrations in the name of freedom and equality are fighting to hold on to that legacy, but also fighting to literally hold on to their communities. I went down to Galveston to learn more. Check it out.
You're here on the southwest corner of 22nd and Strand, where the Juneteenth story began.
It's been 157 years since the very first Juneteenth celebration, here on the island of Galveston in Texas, where the last of America's enslaved black people were finally freed. Sam Collins is the co-chair of the Juneteenth Legacy Project.
We're at the Colored Church on Broadway, where the Union soldiers would have moved through the city and posted the notice, General Order Number 3, on the door here.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. Did y'all hear what he said?
Yep.
The Colored church.
Yep. What I got was they put a posted the notice there. What if you can't read?
Right.
That's like me looking
Right,
at Chinese. What is that going to do for me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they kept us in slavery multiple years after. Go ahead.
Required absolute equality, but for Galveston's black community, equality has been anything but absolute.
People talk about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, but there were many communities that were successful outside of those stories of places that were destroyed. Galveston was one of those thriving communities.
He says low-paying jobs, a rising cost of living, young and middle-class black folks fleeing for better opportunities elsewhere, all drained historic neighborhoods. And then, in 2008, a near-death blow to the black community, Hurricane Ike.
Tonight, Galveston is a soaked and shattered disaster zone.
75% of Galveston's houses and other buildings were taken out by the storm, including nearly 600 units of public housing. The primarily black residents who lived there had no choice but to relocate. Between 2000 and 2010, Galveston's black population plummeted by 37%. The city was eventually forced by the federal government to bring some public housing units back. Then came the pandemic. As struggling families dislocated, Galveston drew in wealthy investors.
So many of the homes that used to be occupied by black families are now short-term rentals.
Black families moving in?
No, I have almost never heard of any black families moving in at all.
Generations of June Pulliam's family grew up in Galveston, in this century-old clapboard house by the Gulf.
I recognize this front porch.
Yes, that's the front porch of where we are now. This is my great-grandfather, Ralph Albert Skoll, who was 5 the year of Juneteenth.
Folks used to call this place Island of Color, a name that's faded with time.
I guess what's at stake is just the preservation of this very important history. They made homes for themselves. They educated themselves. They formed organizations.
I want to bring back black folks having some economic influence on the island.
Longtime resident Anthony Griffin is breathing new life into old black Galveston.
We want to put commercial development there, place a hotel on the other side of the street. We own 3 or 4 lots on the other side.
His plan? Buy up as much land as he can to house and employ families still fighting for the true freedom that was promised.
If you don't have economic opportunity, if you don't own land, if you're not able to participate fully in the American dream, you can't ever have absolute equality.
Damn.
Balls.
We watched all of it to just get to that point right there.
Yep, there you go. There you go. So you go through all the oppression that you see your people go through. Gentrification, slavery, redlining, COVID. And you still want to chase the American dream, you got to be
America crushed us.
There you go.
Right.
And now we believe in a dream.
If you look in the beginning of that video and that mural that they have up, it says absolute freedom.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, excuse me, absolute equality.
Equality.
Right. And everything that we've gone through, there's nothing equal that we've ever been through. There's nothing that we've gone through that any other nation can say that we've endured that type of punishment or that type of ridicule or red line, all that stuff. We haven't. There's nothing equal about that.
You can't make it equal because what we went through can't be duplicated.
Exactly.
You can't. It's going to happen, but you can't give anybody else what we went through. I'm gonna prove it out of the Bible. Give me that in Daniel 9. Daniel 9 and 12.
Bring it out, because you know what you about to bring out. What are they reading in the churches? If we are crying out for equality,
right?
We don't read that nowhere in the Bible. What are they reading to people?
I don't know. I don't know. They read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John with no understanding. That's what they read.
The Psalms.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us.
Read.
By bringing upon us a great evil.
God brought upon us a great evil. Read.
For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
Hold on. Read it again.
For under the whole heaven.
Under the whole heaven. Read.
Excuse me. Hath not been done as hath been done under Jerusalem.
So what he's letting us know is what we went through ain't happened to nobody else.
Right.
That is why you can't ask for equality when you in the predicament that we in. We don't need equality. We need equity, which we ain't gonna get no equity because nobody's gonna put themselves under what we went through. Right. They like, hell no. Y'all have been subjugated to the worst things mankind has ever known. Syphilis. What's the blanket?
Tuskegee. Oh yeah.
Smallpox blankets.
The Tuskegee experiment. Where they,
all different types of things.
Medical apartheid. All of that.
It's endless. Endless things that we read about, stuff we don't even know about to this day. Still things we don't know about to this, like we read about the slave ship Clotilda. They were still bringing us after they said it was done.
Right.
Bishop went over to Ghana. He been on that for about 4 months now. Still stuff to be brought out. It's more and more history. You can't, for you to still, and it's the biggest thing. But you to still want to live out the American dream, you think you're an American.
Exactly.
You still haven't identified that this ain't your land.
Exactly.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
Can I get Exodus 1 and 7?
Bring it up.
And what I notice year after year with our people, we know the history of, segregation and how we thrived as a nation of people.
Right.
When we were separate from the other nations. But what our people don't understand is those are the type of things that we got to get back to.
Right.
We still see it today where when we separate ourselves, that's when we begin to grow. That's when our children are more attentive. That's when they learn more and they develop and they thinking is a lot higher than it is if we was to send them to daycare and things like that.
Right.
Read that.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty.
All of the different communities that we had, whether it was Black Wall Street, in the Carolinas, in the Georgias, wherever it was at in the United States, we grew exceedingly.
Right.
Our dollar lasted longer in our community.
Right.
We had education systems. We had churches, hospitals, movie theaters, all of these things. But when the scriptures say Zephaniah 2:1, when we go out and teach that, it's like we forget about it. Even when we march and do these interviews with the other nations and we say these are the things that made us a great people during that time, but yet we don't know how to come back to that.
There you go. There you go. We can't do it because we don't have that sense of unity that we had. Remember, Hosea 5, it says, in their affliction, they'll seek us early. Back then, we was afflicted.
Yeah.
Right now, I can go buy a $500 Gucci bag if I want to.
Right.
I can go to Wendy's if I want to. I can go to McDonald's if I want to. If all I can do is go to LaHan's Barbecue, then I'm going to go.
Hey.
But I can't even go there. That's why the Most High say he got to jack us up.
Right.
He got to continue to jack us up so that we come together. And it's coming. Those times are coming. That's what Bishop been getting us ready for and prepared for. It's going to come a day when there ain't going to be no more fast food. When it ain't going to be, you can't go get a car from anybody you want to. Guess what? We're going to all have to work together to make sure this one car work.
Right.
Because we can't go buy a new one. Ain't nobody going to sell it to you. Our car ain't going to work. We gonna learn how to come together in those times.
We're going to be forced to.
Give me that Micah 2 and 10 real quick. Micah 2 and 10, because he spoke about he buying land and he's still trying to repair the land and get everything back to where it was at. He want to build it back up to where it used to be.
Right.
Not understanding how did you end up here? That is what we felt. We always want to go back to Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right.
We want to go back to Rosewood. We want to go back to the Great Migration in Chicago, the times in Harlem. What about before that?
Right.
Where were we at before we were brought here to this land?
Right.
Nobody wants to investigate that. Nobody act like they don't know what it is, and it's because it's been beat out of us. But there was a time before that. Read that.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
Oh, do what?
Arise ye and depart.
The Bible says arise and depart. The Bible didn't say go invest and build and try to build back Galveston. No, it says arise and depart. Read.
For this is not your rest.
For what?
For this is not your rest.
This land is not our rest. I want to make sure I clear this up for everybody. We're not saying don't do these things, but we're saying mentally, spiritually, your mindset got to be, how can we do these things temporarily, ultimately, in our patient waiting of Christ?
Right.
We understand we're going to need certain things. That's why the scripture said, build ye houses, live in them. Give me that in was that Jeremiah?
Yep.
Give me that in Jeremiah real quick. Because while we're in captivity, we're going to need these things. So we're not knocking those of you that have financial solutions to the problems that the temporary problems that we have. But understand, if your mindset is not separate from here in America, that's an issue. You got it?
Yes, sir. Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 5. Build ye houses.
Do what?
Build ye houses.
So this is what Jeremiah told us while we were in Babylon for 70 years. Do what?
Build ye houses.
Build ye houses.
And dwell in them.
And dwell in them. Read.
And plant gardens. And eat the fruit of them.
Read.
Take ye wives. And beget sons and daughters. And take wives for your sons. And give your daughters to husbands.
Read.
That they may bear sons and daughters. That ye may be increased.
Right. That's what Lahad was just talking about. We get increased in captivity. Read.
That ye may be increased there and not diminished.
Read.
And seek the peace of the city. Whether I have caused you to be carried away captives.
That's the key part. That's the key. That's what a lot of y'all don't understand. And this is why your endeavors don't work. Y'all don't understand that you are carried away in a strange land captive.
Right.
While you're building these homes, while you're trying to rebuild the city, understand, no, we just doing this. This is where we at right now.
Right.
That ain't their mindset. I guarantee you, they trying to figure out a 400-year plan of how they can do this and flip this and do that. No, this is not the end game. This is a temporary fix.
Right.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Al Sender, small town, Pennsylvania. Hey, I enjoy the show every Sunday night, and like I always say when I call you guys, it's beautiful what you bringing out.
Yes, sir.
That what you're supposed to do here. This is not our home.
Right.
In the captivity. Okay. Now you were saying that, and the bishop, the whole organization is saying that.
Right.
But who is not saying that?
The pastors.
Who is your roadblock? The black pastor.
Why?
You ain't gonna get by. If the black pastor would shake your hand and say, "We all got off the slave boat. This all applies to us in Deuteronomy 68. It's us. We know we the people. Look at it. We hated by all nations.
Right.
Okay. And you just spoke about the families and multiplying. They don't talk about that because they marry white women. So they all toe up. Everything that you are teaching, I believe in my heart in reading the Bible, that is for the 1/3. Them people ain't gonna never wake up, man. Them people love white Jesus, love white America. And the black pastors, they're pushing them. I wonder, why do he think he can keep a congregation if he tells them the truth? I think he thinks that everybody will walk out of his church if he tell them the truth. I'm willing to gamble that, hey, they might even stay. It might still give an offering. I don't know the answer to that. But for some reason, he is blocking the truth. Number one enemy to so-called the black America, which are the Hebrews. Number one enemy, the black Christian pastor. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in. All praises. One of our favorite callers.
Right.
All praises. So, like we were saying, read that verse again at Micah 2 and 10. Did we read it? Yeah, we read it. Did we read it?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
To hit on what he was bringing out.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
You see that? America is not our rest. Read.
Because it is polluted.
Because what?
It is polluted.
America is polluted. Read.
It shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
Read.
Even with a sore destruction.
Even with a sore destruction. America shall destroy you with a sore destruction. That's what's awaiting you. If the longer we stay around, the more we're going to get defiled. It's just like we saw Marlon Wayans last week. He defended his transsexual son. He wouldn't do that if he was in a proper environment, because he ain't gay. He got children, so he had sex with a woman. the right way. He ain't have what's the name of the Brittany Griner? He ain't have a Brittany Griner, baby. He did it the old school way.
Oh, Lord.
So,
destroyed.
but the longer you hear, your conscience become defiled. Go ahead, Cap.
I was gonna say,
Go ahead, officer.
if you not
You
the
threw me
video,
off with the Brittany Griner,
yeah,
baby.
so, scroll down the article real quick, because a lot of people tend to overlook why is it even a holiday. There's a whole article, not the video. Because the top of the article, go down to where it says it was one of the few tangible changes. Yeah.
From Black Lives Matter.
You want me to read it from It Was?
Yeah, it's just 2 quick paragraphs because again, a lot of people we went out, we was asking them, what is Juneteenth about? They have no clue. Some would say slavery. Why we got a holiday? They don't even know, right? Yeah, read that.
It was one of the few tangible changes that was put into place after a wave of protests for racial justice that had rocked the country the previous year.
Right, because it was made an actual holiday in 2021 because prior to that, black people, y'all was burning down America due to all the racial injustice going on from Seattle to New York to down south. Everywhere was on fire, right? Read the article.
Juneteenth has its origins in Texas, where in 1865, the head of the federal occupation issued General Order No. 3, and in doing so, brought the Emancipation Proclamation into full force across the reunited country. Yet that same order made clear that the newly freed black people couldn't slack off. The connection between owner and property became one of employer and hired labor.
Right. So when they emancipated you, they gave you a 9 to 5. Keep reading.
Accordingly, the Union commander decreed that freedmen are advised to remain quietly at their present homes and work for wages, and stressed that they will not be supported in idleness if they left their former oppressor's land.
Yeah, scroll on to the next article, the next paragraph.
Texas first made Juneteenth an official holiday in 1980. After decades as a more regional celebration, the holiday quickly gained awareness nationally over the last decade, especially after it was featured on the ABC sitcom Blackish in 2017. But it was the civil rights protests of 2020 that truly propelled it into the mainstream, as millions took to the streets to demand an end to police brutality against black Americans following the death of George Floyd in Minnesota and Breonna Taylor in Kentucky. Lawmakers seized on boosting Juneteenth as a way to show that those millions of voices weren't being totally ignored.
Right. So they gave us a holiday to appease us. I just want you to read the third paragraph, just that top line. Scroll down. So they gave that to you because you was tearing up America, right? And we had a lot of social injustices. It's talking about the police abusing us. Go ahead.
But it's seeming more and more like this was a gilded token.
It was a what?
A gilded token.
It was a gilded token.
Right.
We just threw something out there to shut y'all up for a minute because has police reform happened? No.
Nope.
We keep seeing week after week. We had recently North Florida.
Yep.
The young man served America, this great land of opportunity, and got shot in his home, just like Botham Jean.
There you go.
So ain't nothing changed.
Damn. And, hey, give me that gift to scroll at the heart.
Yep.
Because that's all that was. All Juneteenth. It happened 1865.
Right.
And in Texas, they already had a holiday in 1980, which is still 100 years later.
Right.
You mean to tell me that y'all didn't think about that the whole time up until today? Golly. That lets you know we are afterthought to America.
Right.
We are an afterthought.
And then you still working while the white boy gets off.
Yes.
On Juneteenth. You still going to work.
Yep, because you need every dollar you can get because they ain't getting no reparations. You ain't getting no reparations. You got it? Ecclesiastes?
7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a what?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
So this, what you quoted in that article was a perfect cause and effect. They was being oppressed. They was mad. They said, hey, let's give them a gift. All right, cool. Everybody took the gift happily.
Right.
Like, oh, Juneteenth. Okay, cool. Let's calm down. They gave us a day. They gave us a day. All right, cool. We got another day off. I can respect that. Calm down. Call the boys off.
Hey,
that's what happened.
Remember, Cap, they at that time, too, they wanted to put that Harriet Tubman $20 bill.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh, we got to
Said,
have a $20 bill.
nah, that worked.
That comment.
Juneteenth worked. That's that let us deal wisely with them.
There you go.
They know they got a couple of things in the bag just in case when the Negro rise up again.
There you go.
They already got it.
Find that picture of all the politicians taking a knee with dashikis on.
Oh, yeah.
Find that picture. We just showing y'all all this stuff is a ploy. Guess I wouldn't be surprised. Don't quote me on it. If we still here, I wouldn't be surprised 20 years from now. Juneteenth is like it's an afterthought.
That's what they're complaining about. It's already happening.
It's a day you're going to look at and be like, oh, why we got this day off? Oh, it's Juneteenth? Oh, okay.
All right.
It's another day to barbecue.
Right now they trying to make it big.
They're like, we ain't paying y'all for that.
It's just like Labor Day. You be looking, you be like, why we ain't got work? Oh, Labor Day. Oh, okay, cool. Right now they trying to make it big. They're trying to commercialize it. It's all just to appease the Negro.
Hey, I think I told you, I'll tell the audience, when we were at that Juneteenth event, and they started off, they played the black national anthem, right?
Lift up every voice.
So in the middle of the park, in the best spot, Esau set up his Republican tent, right? And then he goes up to the front, because I'm standing right next to him.
Right.
We all trying to speak to the lady who's putting it on. And he says, I demand to know why the national anthem wasn't played. It's the Juneteenth event. And he's like, you Negroes, you better know where you are.
Bow down.
You know what I'm saying? Bow down. Play my song.
Pull that picture up. Pull that picture up. And give me that scripture where it says, though he humbled himself. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Though he humbled himself. So this is what was going on during 2020. This is what was going on during 2020. And a lot of y'all ate it up. Y'all thought this man had a conscience. You thought he cared about you. They was taking knees, wearing dashikis. Where is that at now? What? A lot of y'all thought Camilla Harris was black.
Right.
Y'all thought she was an AKA. She had 4 years. 4 years
Ain't
to
do
show
nothing.
that she's black. She ain't do a damn
I ain't never
thing.
seen her with fried chicken.
Hey, remember, they said if you didn't vote for Trump, was it Trump? I mean,
Both
not
of
Trump,
them.
but
Biden.
Biden.
You're not
Yeah.
black.
If you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
Yeah.
What did Biden do for us? Nothing.
He's shuffling around right now.
Go ahead. Y'all got that verse?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 11.
Leave that picture up. This is a perfect example.
Though he humble himself.
Though he what?
Though he humble himself.
Y'all see that? Though he humble himself. The white woman, and don't be fooled, the white woman is the most evil out of all of them. She support the man over everybody. She support that evil white man. Read.
And go crouching.
And go what?
And go crouching.
Perfect example. Head down. But look at the dude in the back. He got the picture of whoever they murdered.
Yeah.
We thinking about you. Read.
Yet take good heed.
Do what?
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Read.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
You see that? That his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Meaning what? That evil is going to be there.
Hey.
That evil is still there. Go ahead.
Cap. And in this, looking at that picture, put that
Keep
picture
it up.
back
Keep
up.
the picture up. Yeah.
Put the picture back up. And you see some of our own people that's involved with this stuff,
There
right?
you
So
go.
don't get it twisted. Y'all in the Christian church, when the black politicians come in your church, when it's time to push voting,
right?
They don't give a damn about you either.
Yep.
So the same thing that we read about the white man and all these other nations, understand that they in it too.
Yep.
Hey, go back to history. Go back to history, right? Keep that up. Go back to the history of when he did this before. Go to Genesis 27:38.
Yeah.
When he went crouching before his father.
Right. Yep.
This is nothing new. This is why you got to know your enemies.
Right.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
And he lifted up his voice and wept. He was also lying. Jump down to verse 41. And see what he did afterwards.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, behold, Thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself. Purposing to kill thee.
You seeing that image right there?
Right.
Jacob and Esau.
There you go.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community.